Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Requests for proposals, or RFPs, are being accepted by the City of Greensboro from housing developers. These developers must have already submitted a preliminary application to the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency for 2022 low-income housing tax credits to develop multifamily rental housing. This RFP for affordable housing development will award approximately $2.5 million using the Federal Home Investment Partnerships Program and city housing bonds. This will support new rental housing units, rehabilitation of existing rental housing units, conversion of non-residential buildings to rental housing use, or any combination of these. Proposals are due by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, March 15th. These will be evaluated according to a point ranking system as a way to prioritize projects. For more information about the RFP timeline for the current fiscal year, please review the RFP process schedule on the city's website or contact Cindy Blue, the city's Housing Services Manager, at 336-433-7376. The Neighborhood Development Department is encouraging residents to access the online portal for lead paint grant applications. The city's Lead Safe Greensboro program has streamlined its grant application process with a new online portal. This program provides grants to pay for reducing lead-based paint hazards. Households may qualify if there are children younger than 6 living in or frequently visiting your home or rental unit, or if the dwelling was built prior to 1978. Funding is available for lead paint-related construction work, such as replacing windows and doors and wrapping exterior trim at these dwellings. For more information, please visit the city's website. Greensboro City Manager Taiwo Jayoba will wrap up the first round of his Talk with Ty City Manager listening sessions. The City Manager has been hosting 2 listening sessions in each City Council district, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. The next meetings are as follows. Monday, February 28th at 6 p.m. in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber at the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. Wednesday, March 9th at 6 p.m. at the Leonard Recreation Center on Ballinger Road, and Thursday, March 10th at 6 p.m. at the Kathleen Clay Edwards Family Library on Price Park Drive. Residents can attend the listening sessions either in person with a limited capacity or tune in on the city's YouTube channel. Virtual attendees can submit questions through YouTube's comment box. For more information, please visit the city's YouTube channel. The city developed a partnership with Cone Health to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
Are you experiencing stress due to remote learning during COVID-19? If so, you're not alone. We're going to talk about ways to manage the stress as remote learning continues during this new normal. This is a stressful time for all of us, and it is normal and appropriate for parents and for children to be experiencing the stress of COVID-19. Something that's been especially stressful is that it's put so many parents in the situation of having to juggle working from home with managing their children's remote learning. One thing that I recommend is looking for ways to establish boundaries. You could do that through establishing some semblance of a routine. It doesn't have to be a strict schedule, but just making sure that you have regular meal times and times of day when you're definitely working and times of day when you are definitely not working. So one thing I definitely recommend is that parents try to set aside time for quality time with their kids. We're around each other more now, but the quality of that time has gone down for many of us. Try to set aside time for quality time so that you're not always trying to work while they're trying to go to school in the background, but that there are also dedicated times that you spend to just enjoy each other's company. When you see your child feeling stress, one thing that I definitely recommend is being an active listener. So rather than waiting for your child to reach out to you, reaching out to them and letting them know that this is stressful and you're here for them. If your child doesn't want to talk about it, that's okay. Go ahead and give them their space. But at least that way they know that you're there and that their stress is normal. It's not something strange or wrong about them. When your child does come to you with concerns, the first thing that I recommend is to just listen to them. As parents, it's really normal to have an urge to comfort our children and reassure them that things are okay. But in this situation especially, that could inadvertently have the effect of invalidating their feelings. After you've listened to their concerns, see if there's something that they can do today that might make them feel a little better. We can't make the pandemic go away, but maybe there's some small thing that they can control in their life right now that might bring them some sense of relief. While a certain amount of stress is normal and even appropriate, there are some symptoms that may be a sign that you could benefit from further treatment. Among adults and children, these can include difficulties with sleep, changes in appetite that cause an impact on weight, either weight gain or weight loss, loss of interest in activities you or your child used to enjoy, difficulty focusing or paying attention, more frequent bouts of tearfulness, or even increased irritability. You may also experience excessive worry and difficulty relaxing, or a lack of energy and persistent feelings of fatigue. While children may also demonstrate all of those symptoms, they may also have unique symptoms of anxiety and depression. These can include fluctuations in grades. So for example, if you notice your child struggling with a subject that used to be easy for them, many children will manifest symptoms of anxiety and depression physically. So your child may complain of stomach troubles and not really be able to identify the cause. If your child is having difficulty focusing or avoiding activities that they used to like, that could be due to anxiety or depression related to the COVID-19 pandemic. If you or your child are experiencing any of these symptoms, or if you would simply benefit from talking to someone, many providers are offering telehealth visits that you can attend from the safety of your own home. While this time is challenging, it's important to remember that remote learning helps slow the spread of COVID-19 and keep children and family members safe. This will not last forever. By following these steps while remembering to wash your hands regularly, wear a mask when in public, and practice social distancing, we will get through this pandemic.
Downtown Greensboro is no stranger to art, but Creative Greensboro is unveiling another exhibition platform for local artists. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Creative Greensboro has chosen 10 local visual artists whose work will be featured on the digital kiosks throughout downtown Greensboro. Each artist will receive a $500 honorarium. Each piece of art will be featured for a total of 10 weeks. The finalists were among 34 applicants chosen by a committee comprised of members of the Cultural Affairs Commission and the City of Greensboro Communications and Marketing Department. The Greensboro-based artists chosen for the Downtown Arts Kiosk program are Kim Cooper, Jessica Dame, Alexis Levine, Olivia Kellogg, Stephen Cozart, Jasmine Best, Brendan Bresnan, Raymond Bardwaj, Vernon Ingram, and R.J. Hooker. Creative Greensboro launched the program on February 14th. The digital kiosk will display the artist's name, artwork, the title and medium, and a QR code that provides more details about the artist and their work. The Downtown Arts program was designed to feature and support the work of Greensboro-based artists and enhance the city's built environment with original artwork. The artists will also be featured on the city's website and Creative Greensboro's newsletter and social media channels. For more information, please visit the city's website. The City of Greensboro has partnered with the T. Gilbert Pearson Audubon Society and local businesses to protect migrating birds while conserving energy. The program, called Lights Out, begins March 15th and will take place annually from March 15th to May 31st and again from September 10th to November 30th. This voluntary program asks the managers of tall buildings and large facilities in Greensboro to turn off or block as many external and internal building lights as possible from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. during those peak migration months. According to the National Audubon Society, collisions with glass windows is responsible for 1 billion birds dying in the U.S. each year. During migration, intense lighting can cause birds to collide with windows or walls or cause them to circle in confusion. The program is also expected to reduce local light pollution. Greensboro government buildings previously implemented switching off non-critical lights at night for sustainability and energy conservation. For more information or to participate in the Lights Out program, visit the Audubon Society's website. There's still time to participate if you haven't completed the Women of Greensboro survey being conducted by the Commission on the Status of Women. This is open to women who are at least 18 years old and have lived in Greensboro for the past 12 months. The survey is anonymous and results will be compiled and shared with the Greensboro City Council and local community partners to enhance and improve the lives of women in Greensboro. To make sure a variety of women's voices is heard and to increase accessibility, the survey is also available online in Spanish and French. A printed version of the survey in English, Spanish, French, and Arabic is available at the Central Library located at 219 North Church Street. For more information, contact the Human Rights Department at 336-373-2038. The overnight temperatures leaves no confusion about the fact it's still winter. Many of you are probably using a fireplace or a portable heater to keep warm. Coming up after the break, find out how home heating devices can turn deadly if you fail to take proper precautions. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. According to the National Fire Protection Association, heating appliances are among the leading causes of home fires in the U.S., resulting in roughly 500 deaths each year. Joining me now to explain the proper use of chimneys and portable heaters is Dee Shelton. She is the Fire and Life Safety Educator with the Greensboro Fire Department. Hello, Dee. Welcome back.
Thanks, Carla.
Good to see you.
Good to see
So,
you.
of course, it's winter time. People are still trying to keep the house warm and keep themselves warm. And I guess wood-burning chimneys are still out there and people are using them. But if you do have this in your home, should you call a professional chimney sweeper or try to handle the chimney yourself?
Definitely calling a chimney sweep is a better option at least once a year, annually, because they can not only clean it for you and give it that good clean annually, but they're also going to run a camera down that chimney, give it a look for any cracks or issues that you can't see or may not understand, even if you did see it. And as far as your maintenance on a daily or monthly basis, you probably would want to use those chimney sweeping logs, but again, they're not your chimney sweep.
Yes.
They are just a maintenance after you've already had that annual cleaning.
Okay, so if you don't get the chimney cleaned frequently, is that a cause for house fires? Is that how the fires
It definitely can, because when you're burning any kind of wood, there is creosote that builds up. Of course, you want to kind of stay away from your pines because those typically have more creosote. But even in any wood, hardwoods, anything, you do have some type of buildup. And so that chimney sweep is going to clean that out every year, a good clean. And then that chimney sweeping log is just, like I said, a maintenance every couple of months to kind of keep that down.
Okay. Now, what are the best safety tips if you are using the traditional wood burning chimney?
Well, if you're using some of the traditional wood burning chimney or a wood stove, whatever, you want to make sure that you're keeping the kids and the pets, anyone that can fall over on it, away from it at least 3 feet, and making sure that the furniture and things like that are not sitting too close.
Okay, so that's pretty common sense, but people may not be paying attention. Now, portable heaters have been said to cause dangers and maybe an alternative heat source that's not the safest, but is there a safe way to use a portable heater?
If you're using the electric type, of course we want to plug it directly into the outlet. That is the safest. Never plugging it into drop cords, extension cords, surge protectors, no type of extension, because they're really not meant to carry that electrical load. If you are using like a fuel type appliance, like a kerosene type heater, make sure you're using the correct fuel for it. And again, keeping everyone away from these heaters, 3 feet, giving it that 3 feet space. And if you're using one that burns a fuel of any type or a wood burning chimney, make sure you've got a carbon monoxide alarm.
Okay, and if it's electrical and portable, is there a time limit that you should use it for and turn it off and on?
It is good to give that thing a break every once in a while. You want to make sure that you're staying with it when it's running, you're not sleeping while it's running, but do turn it off from time to time and give it a break.
Okay, and carbon monoxide, we talk about that quite often. Obviously that can be more risky if you're using natural or LP gas in the home.
Right.
So would a carbon monoxide alarm be helpful for the chimney or even the portable heaters?
Any type of fuel that you're burning, whether it's wood, if it's, some people have the pellet stoves, if it's any type of a fuel like a liquid type or LP gas or anything, if it's burning, we need to have a CO alarm. Okay. The electric appliances, not so much.
Okay, well, I think you've covered all the basics. So if anyone's burning traditional logs in the fireplace, we know to get the chimney checked, get it cleaned frequently, and keep an eye on the portable heaters and keep everyone away from any heat source.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you, Dee. Once again, you've dropped some life-saving knowledge on us, and we want to stay safe throughout the rest of winter. Looking forward to you coming back in a few weeks to talk about poison prevention.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning into City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Greensboro Transit Agency is partnering with PhD One Love Laboratory to provide no-cost COVID-19 testing services for the public. The Charlotte-based accredited and HIPAA-compliant agency will provide oral swab PCR COVID testing on site in the GTA meeting room at the J. Douglas Gallion Depot, located on East Washington Street. The walk-up testing will be conducted on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and again from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Test results are sent electronically within 72 hours. Participants are required to show photo ID and, if they have one, a current insurance card. Reservations are not required, but for faster processing, visitors are encouraged to pre-register online. By providing a convenient location for residents to obtain a rapid test, GTA is helping to move Greensboro that much closer to a COVID-free community. For more information about the free COVID testing, please visit the city's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, let's meet our neighbors who boomeranged back to Greensboro.
My name is Tristan Bailey, and I moved back from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
My name is Mary Beth Maddox, and I came back to Greensboro from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I work at Guilford County Parks. I'm the Marketing and Special Events Coordinator. I never imagined as a single young Black woman that I'd be able to afford a home on my own. I used the City of Greensboro's first-time homebuyers program to purchase my first home. I have to live in the home for 5 years and it's forgiven 100%.
Being a first-time homebuyer feels great. It really gives me a sense of independence, and I've just enjoyed really getting to put down roots here in Greensboro and also just making this place my own.
It feels great to be back in Greensboro. I went to college here at A&T about a decade ago, and so much has changed in Greensboro since I've been gone.
I'm the Marketing Services Specialist at Biscuitville's Restaurant Support Center, and I also just love how diverse Greensboro is. There are so many people from different walks of life here, so I enjoy meeting people and hearing all the different stories.
I came back to Greensboro because I was looking for new opportunities, and I knew I could find them here.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Fire Department is accepting applications for Camp Spark. Campers will learn the value of leadership, teamwork, and the basics of firefighting from female firefighters. This is a free 4-day experience designed to introduce high school females to the fire department. The application window is open until Wednesday, June 15th, and the camp is limited to 20 participants. The goal of Camp Spark is to instill self-confidence and encourage perseverance while stressing the importance of keeping a good attitude, showing respect, and gaining knowledge. The registration form can be submitted online, by mail, or in person at 1514 North Church Street, attention Fire Administration, 2nd floor, Greensboro, North Carolina 27405. Females in grades 9 to 12 are eligible to apply. The camp meets from July 11th to July 15th at the Fire Department Training Grounds on North Church Street. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the YWCA Vax Connect program. Protect yourself, family, and the community from COVID-19. Get a safe, effective, and free COVID-19 vaccine at a nearby High Point clinic. The YWCA Vax Connect program is offering assistance with scheduling appointments and transportation to vaccine sites. To schedule an appointment or arrange for transportation, call 336-822-6514. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.